The topic of this video is identifying the real zeros of a polynomial function and their multiplicity. Let's look at a problem. F of x equals negative 7x squared times the difference x squared minus 7. Once again, we're asked to find the real zeros, the multiplicities, and to determine whether the graph crosses or touches the x-axis. Okay, let's begin. So we know that a real zero or a real root or a real x-intercept is a value of x that goes with a y value of 0. So we're going to replace the y with 0 in this equation, and of course the part of the equation that represents y is this f of x, so that's where the 0 goes. 0 equals negative 7x squared times the x squared minus 7. All right, we're now going to write this so that it does not have any exponents on our factors. So this is a negative 7 times an x times an x times an x squared minus 7. X squared minus 7 is the factor, and it does not have an exponent. Now, by the zero product property, we set each one of these equal to 0. So we get negative 7 equals 0, x equals 0, x equals 0, and x squared minus 7 equals 0. We need to solve each one. This is a false statement, a contradiction, with no real solution. 0 is a real number, so we get x equals 0 with a multiplicity of 2. And to solve this, we add 7 to both sides, so we get x squared equals 7, and by the square root property, x equals plus or minus the square root of 7. Now, it's very important to understand that this represents two different numbers. The first number is the positive square root of 7, and the second number is the negative square root of 7. Two different answers. So this is a root, it's a real number. The square root of 7 is a real number. So this is a root, and its multiplicity is 1, because we got the answer positive square root of 7 one time. Negative square root of 7 is also a real number because the negative is outside of the radical. And this also has a multiplicity of 1. Okay, so we've now determined each real zero and its multiplicity. 0 has a multiplicity of 2, positive root 7 has a multiplicity of 1, and negative root 7 has a multiplicity of 1. At each one, we're now going to identify whether it crosses or touches the x-axis. Remember, even touches, odd crosses. So an even multiplicity even touches. An odd multiplicity crosses. And that is the end of this problem.